She's the hotel heiress, businesswoman, and celebutante, although I'm not sure she loves that word, who made the phrase, that's hot. Hot.
Who else could we be talking about except for
Paris Hilton.
Yeah, for years, Paris dominated the pop culture headlines, from starring in one of the very first ever reality TV shows called The Simple Life to hitting what seemed like hundreds and hundreds of red carpets.
Yep. Now Paris is busy running her business empire, including clothing, shoes, and fragrance lines, all while working on some new music. And it's been a few years since we've seen you.
You're a
Are
busy
you freshly
girl.
back from Ibiza?
Yes. I actually fly back there tomorrow.
It's like a second home for you these days, right?
It is. I live there 4 months out of the year.
And you're DJing out there, right?
Yes.
What is that like, DJing in Ibiza?
It's incredible.
Is it fun?
It's so much fun just being up there on stage, the energy. Amnesia is the most legendary club in the world, so it's a huge honor to be playing there.
It's sort of taken the spot of the south of France, right? As the place to spend the summer for the rich and famous.
It's the new Saint-Tropez, for sure.
Yeah.
Now, when we talked about your fragrances, I thought, oh, yeah, I knew that Paris had a fragrance. And they said, no, she didn't have one. She doesn't have two. She doesn't have 10. You actually have 20 fragrances?
Yes.
20.
And I'm sure you picked them all, right? Because you're representing them.
Yes, I develop all of them every step of the way, from naming them, picking the scent, the bottle, everything.
What's your favorite of the 20? Do you have one that's your fave?
Well, my new favorite is Gold Rush, since it's my newest one, so it's like my new baby, and it's such a beautiful scent.
Are you surprised that all your stuff just sells? When we talked about just the magnitude of this empire.
It's a multi-billion-dollar industry, they're telling us.
Yeah. Were you surprised when it took off like it did?
I had no idea. When I was a little girl, I used to love perfume, and it was always a dream of mine to have one perfume. So just to have 20 now is a dream come true. I just feel so lucky and so blessed.
And we hear a little, the voice is a little, have you been in the studio? Or you have new music coming out?
This is actually my real voice.
It is?
My other voice was, that Simple Life kind of baby voice that I used to
but we've known you since then. This sounds like you're
a little raspy.
A little husky, a little sexy.
Come on, were we having some fun last night?
No, it's actually, I actually have a low voice in real life, everybody.
Oh, well, now tell us about the newest addition to your family, your new little niece.
Oh, she is an angel. She's the most beautiful little girl. When I held her for the first time, I was literally just crying of happiness, and I've never seen my sister so happy, and it's just, it makes me, I don't know, emotional.
So when you see her happily married and with a beautiful child, are you saying to yourself, hey, I gotta get this thing happening for me?
I'm so busy with my work that I don't even have time for a relationship or even myself. So I would love to find someone one day that I could trust and have a family with, but I don't know. In my line of work, it's very hard to do that.
Not even in Ibiza?
Yeah. It's the last place I want to find a guy.
When you watch all these reality shows, Paris, that are going on, and you were sort of the pioneer of the reality show back then, what do you think when you look at the Real Housewives or whatever, or the Kardashians, whatever?
I actually am so busy, I don't watch television. So
but you're aware of them, I'm sure, out there.
Yeah, of course. Who isn't? But yeah, the Housewives, I think it's very dramatic. My aunts are on it, so.
Oh, right. That's right. Yeah.
I watched the first season, but I haven't watched it since. But yeah, it's definitely changed. The Simple Life was like a real reality show, and I think today it's more a scripted, mostly show.
But you talk about the fact that it created an image of you that you felt like was just not real at all. That sort of ditzy Valley Girl kind of look.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's,
well,
there's a lot of
wrong, sweetie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Congrats on everything and all your success, Paris. Thanks for coming to see us.
Good to see you.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.